G'day guys, welcome to the channel The X-Wing. My name is James and today we are on the Stony Point line. Now we've just done Stony Point, now we're at Crib Point station. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at Crib Point and then we're going to have a look at the next station. So we're going to get a couple stations all in this episode because they're very short stations, not much scenery to look at. And so we'll do a couple in a row in one episode. So we'll get started with Crib Point and let's roll the intro, guys. Okay guys, we're at Crib Point station and this is the car park here. Notice I get my car back in it again. So this is a dirt car park, so because not many people use it. So we'll go into the station here, Crib Point. As I said, there's not many, the stations are very short here. So we'll try and jam in a couple stations all in one episode here. Well, this is probably the longest. Stony Point is pretty short, but this is fairly long. Now this train line down there is going towards Frankston, and the last stop Stony Point down there. And yeah, it's a very small, as I said, very small station. Not much to look at. We'll have a bit of a walk down here, and yeah, it's just, yeah, not much to sort of, yeah, write home about. Formal toilets here, they're all locked up and so forth. They're not in use. And we've got a new seat here. That's interesting. You've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats here, and then nothing further down, because the carriages are pretty short, so you wouldn't want to be sitting all the way down there, because the majority of the train just actually pulls up here. So as you saw at Stony Point, when the little sprinter train came in, it's a very small train, and you got the crossing down there. There's not much to look down there, so we won't walk down there, but it's a fairly long platform actually, to be really honest. So I'm a bit surprised. I'm very surprised. And there's the signage, Crib Point, Cyprus, M-A-S, Cyprus. We did a drone down there a few years ago, about 2021 actually. We took a video of that submarine. Well, unfortunately that submarine's no longer there, but you can have a look at that in my video playlist in the drone one, Roger. That'll be in the playlist there. So but as I said, we'll get a couple of stations here in a row, and we'll have a look here. And we'll walk up here. There's not much to look up here, just the seats, covering for people to sit down. It's a shed there. I don't know if you can see that, but just in the far distance, the signal down there. And yeah, the timetables, if you can see that, it's all wide up there. So yeah, so there you go with Crib Point, and we'll move on to the next one. Actually, while we're here having a look at that, hang on. Crib Point, Mardo, I think it's called, is the next one. So we'll have a look at that one, and Bitten and Hastings. We'll try and get up to Somerville today, so we'll have a look see, and we'll drive to the next one there, guys, and yeah, be all good. Okay guys, we're at Mabu Station. I hope I got that right. First time I've actually been at this one. So we've just come from Crib Point and I'm getting out my car and we're going to have a look at this station. Again, these stations are pretty small, so it's a quick look at the station. So we'll turn the camera around and there you go. Another semi-long station. And it looks like these things here have been put together recently, in recent times. And we're on the station here, and yeah, again, it's just a small station, and you know, it's nothing to sort of write home about. You know, you got your seats there, and you got a little small cover here, cover here away from the sun and from the weather. You got your My Key ticket, but interesting, there's no My Key machines here, so that's pretty interesting. And you got your level crossing there. And as I said, these stations are not much to look at. There's another timetable. So our next stop's at Bitten. We're going to go have a look at Bitten, and hopefully we'll get to Hastings and Tyab and maybe Somerville. So that'll be our next stop there, guys. Okay guys, we're at Bitten Station now. We had a bit of a drive, but we got here then, and we'll turn the camera around and have a bit of a look at the station as well as the car park. Now, car park very similar. It's a dirt car park, and all the way around, and you've got shops over there at Bitten shops are just behind those trees there. And so yeah, no, it's an interesting type of station. We'll have a bit of a walk onto the station now. Again, it's just one of those stations where it's very small, and but anyway, you got your My Key system there. Yeah, so there we go, there's Bitten Station, or some of it anyway. Goes all the way down around the corner, and yeah, it's again a small station. It's like most of them on this line, pretty small, and you got some areas that look like bus shelters there really, but lovely green grass, super green. Yeah, so you got a couple shelters like this one here, a couple seats, but yeah, it's probably as a lot of people say, this is the worst probably train line in the network. There was some talk about them probably turning this into a tourist railway, but it's only talk at the moment. And as I said, there's not much to look down there. I think there's a train due soon, but I'm not sure if we'll hang around for that, because you already seen what the train looks like. So yeah, so we've got the My Key ticket system here, which the previous station didn't have, so that's all right. And we'll go to the next station. But yeah, great scenery here. As I said, the shops are there, just at the back there, behind the trees there. And we'll yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Right guys, we're at Tyre station, and I'll tell you what, this might be the shortest intro to a station in history. It's a very small station, so we're going to get out and have a look, and there won't be much to look at, I can tell you that now. Looks like they've cut some trees recently, and yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. So, right, let's turn the camera around and we'll have a bit of a look. And there you have it. Not much to look at, is it? This is the car park to the station. Very another dusty car park. The station, well, as I said, there's not much to look at. Looks like they've cut some trees down recently, and yeah, we've got a My Key ticket system here, well protected too, mind you. So there's another system there. The station itself, well, there you go, not much to look at. I told you there wasn't much to look at. Very small. We've got the crossing down that end. Now from here, oh, down that way, you've got the goods train that comes through here every, oh well, it's called a steel train that comes through here, and so basically from the city through here to cross over a little bit further down the track. There's some shops over there, so that's quite interesting. There's a little shop over there, but yeah, so as I said, there's not much to look at this station, Tyre. It's a very forgotten station, but yeah, a couple of seats, and that's about it. So that's why I said to you guys, not much to look at, and even out here is not much to look at. So yeah, we'll probably move on to the next one now, and I think the next one's Somerville. Not sure, I'll have to have a look, but I think the next one's there. And then hopefully we'll get this section of line done today, and we don't have to come back here again unless it's a special event. Okay guys, we've finally arrived at Somerville station, and we're going to get out of the car again. And yeah, this station, I've been here before. There's a few things here that might be quite interesting for a few people, and we'll have a look. And yeah, but yeah, we'll turn the camera around so you get to have a bit of a look at things. There's the car park here, fairly big car park. Here we go, Somerville, platform 1, the early platform. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on there. We'll have a look on the way out, but here's your My Key ticket system again. Now last time I was here, this had a roof. It doesn't have a roof on it. Very, very strange. It must have came off during some bad storms or something like that. But anyway, we'll get down here to have a look. Okay, well, you got the main line here. Now these lines here, they're no longer in operation. They used to be for goods line. The packing shed over there used to be in operation. It used to be something here too, a shed here. That's long gone. So yeah, so a few lines, but one's only working, the other one probably hasn't worked for the last 20 years, probably, more likely 20 or maybe even more, maybe 30 years. But yeah, and the station itself, it's a bigger station and what we've seen so far, and And yeah, there's that roof. There's that roof there. So that's what that stuff was all about before when we walked in. Once again, the station's got toilets but closed. Been closed for quite some time actually. And some trees, don't know if they're actually trees down or it's just the way they're growing. And there's that packing shed. That would have been used many years ago, and unfortunately no longer in use. It's probably actually good to see there's the old train tracks still here. It would be even better if they were working too, but anyway. But this is the main line, and what you see is what you get with the station, guys. Somerville Station. And what we might do, we might just have a little bit of a walk down and just have a look there before we move on to the next one. You got the some of the shops over there, all along here. We're just going to have a bit of a look see here. Main line. You can tell that's run pretty good because the blue of the track. Obviously, this is a line that doesn't get used anymore. You can tell the difference, can't you? Yeah, that gets cut off here. So it used to run probably into that line a little bit further down the track, and there is another train line here. We'll go and have a look. You can probably realise this is a bit of a car park too, and there's the other line there. You can probably just see it there, and that used to go around, connect up to where the crossing is, and comes along here through that packing shed. And there's a station there with no roof. So it says look out for 2 tracks, but technically it's only 1. So we're going to have a look at the next station, and I tell you what, we'll be getting close to getting this done pretty soon. G'day guys, and we are finally at Baxter on the Stony Point line. This is just one big episode of doing the trains and stations. To look at, but overall it's not too bad. A little bit of history with this, because we might have to go down the train crossing to do that part of it. Last time I was here was about a year ago, so they've actually changed things around a little bit here, to be honest. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have changed. They've upgraded the train line here, which is good. Station itself, well, they're not so good. This is your main area to sit down in the shade. You've got a seat there, and 2 seats here. Now, when I was here 12 months ago, guys, we were able to see the line that goes to Mornington. but they've actually gotten rid of the points for that, but the line itself is a bit further down. So what we might do is we might go just have a quick look at that when we're done here, before we go head off to, which I think it's the last station on this line. But yeah, it's changed a fair bit. But again, guys, yeah, this is a fairly small station, not much to look at, unfortunately. But that's why we're doing all this in one big hit, because it's you know, you can just do it all in one episode. So, and you've got the train line all the way up the top there. We did see the train at Somerville, and so yeah, which is pretty good. So yeah, we'll go, if we get a chance, I'll have a look at that crossing, and then we'll go to the I think it's the final station after this. Okay, as promised, guys, got down to the crossing. Okay, this is the Mornington line, and this is that, and that other line's the active line going to where we've just come from. It's Stony Point, so that's the Stony Point line, and this is the Mornington one. Now we can get on here. I'm just got to be careful where I walk here. So yeah, that train line used to come through here 12 months ago, so they've gotten rid of that line. The idea is to hook up this line to the main line, and so the train could go to Baxter, which is back there. So yeah, so eventually I think they will. This train line in parts is still needs a lot of work, but eventually they will get to do that, but I don't know exactly when. It'd be really good if they hook it up. They'll get a lot of people on that. A bit like Puffin Billy, isn't it? Yeah, so we're at the crossing, so that's the reason why the crossing looks a little bit big along here. And yeah, it's yeah, quite big. So it used to come through here, so it's interesting why they've cut it off. I suppose Metro probably think they're not going to use it anymore, but we'll wait and see what happens there. But yeah, I think we'll go around here, because in case I get knocked by a car. But yeah, there's your it goes around in those trees there, the Mornington line where that big gum tree is. So yeah, maybe we'll do a tour with the Mornington one. We've done a few times with Mornington, and so we'll see what happens. Okay guys, let's go to the next one. Hey guys, we're now finally here. This is the last station here on the Stony Point line, and so yeah, so we accomplished everything. We had a look at the stations, and so this is the last one. And once again guys, this is pretty much a smaller station. As we turn the camera around, yeah, you can just see you got your MyKey ticket system here, and this is the station here. And as I said, a very small station, and most of them are along this line. And we'll just have a look at the timetable for Saturday, 3:25. So that might be due pretty soon. The train that goes down now to the Stony Point end, and down this end is Frankston. Now we haven't done Frankston Station yet. There's a good reason why I haven't done Frankston Station, because it's an up-to-date station, and I need to work out how I'm going to get the camera in, because we had a little bit of issue down at Stony Point, the train guard wasn't too happy I was filming his train. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, so Frankston's down there, and the steel train does come along here on this track, and you can tell this track's pretty worn in, and yeah, so it's pretty awesome. So we finally got this done. Oh yeah, there's a sign there stipulating train crossing there, and I think that crossing down there is the main road, I think. So not too sure, I think it is. So yeah, so pretty awesome how this has all turned out. And yeah, pretty good. Yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the Stony Point line. We got it all in one episode. It may be one of the longest episodes either for country or suburban, but I just felt it was a lot more better to just do it all in one episode. We're not going to wait for the train because it's about like another half an hour away, so so I hope you enjoyed this video, and it was pretty good. At least we can have a tick off that one. We don't have to come down here again. So no further ado guys, I'm going to go. I go do some other stuff, some other filming. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed it. As I always say, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the X-Wing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future video content, and always press like guys, because it really does help the channel, and comment and share. And until next time guys, I'll catch up with you. Cheers.